Texans on the air. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Houston Texans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Ready? Roll! Jack Panther! Smash!
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 56 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Texans at 4-3, a game over 500. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Cut 19.
Geno now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Trap 50.
On 4th down, Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. O.J. Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. This defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Ball up up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just...
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute it, we can walk away with a win.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this one too low. The Eagles and Texans, polar opposites last year in terms of running the football. The Eagles were number 1 in the league. The Texans, 32nd, dead last. And in fact, the Eagles ran for nearly twice as many yards as the Texans did in 2021. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 17 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down here the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
50 Vikings, 50 Vikings, 50 Bobcats, 50 Bobcats.
3rd and 2, Smith. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Let's go now.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
19 sight, 19 Lions.
Throwing again is Smith. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he's stopped at the Eagle 16. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Another carry for Pierce. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Warriors 70. 60.
Here's Smith. The quick slant caught. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up down with a 1st and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd down and goal. Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Geno. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff as they run left side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 8. Hurts. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
19 right. 17.
On 1st down, Smith gets the dump off to Pierce, and he goes out right around the 39.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
65, 65, back 60. Come 19, come 19.
Smith on 3rd down. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
79. Trap 60, trap 60.
On 4th down, Smith. And that is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go now. Hurt.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 31. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Hey, check that. Street.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and they will score a pick-6 for the Texans TD. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick-6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter, getting down to the good stuff. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
Here's Hurts to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
And part of the tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Ready?
Second down, here's Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
19
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Takes it to about the 37.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Luka 19. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Smith now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity. Came out in a power set that only served to put more men in the box, and guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Elliott is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Smith. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Now Smith. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with the offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Hurts down to one knee, and that should just about do it.